So I just cut the grass not even a week ago, I don't think. And it just rained and rained and rained this week. So we got a couple days of dry spell. So I think I'm gonna have to cut it again. It's pretty thick. And last year, well, all previous years living here, I was waiting as long as possible to cut the grass to save on gasoline. And my theory was, okay, let's say it takes a gallon of gas to cut the grass. If I do that every week, I'm using a gallon of gas every week. But if I do it every 3 weeks and I use 1.5 gallons, I'm saving gas. That was my theory, because you got to go slower when you cut thicker grass. So, but Carolyn said, you know, last year the ticks were pretty bad. And of course the mosquitoes are always bad. So she said, let's just do an experiment this year and see if we can keep the ticks and the mosquitoes down a little bit, just cutting the grass more frequently. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll cut it. I mean, I love cutting grass anyway, so it's not like I am sad about it. So we'll go ahead and get the cutting and take off this tarp. I like the John Deere. Now, I know everybody wants me to use the Beast to cut the grass, but this yard just isn't big enough to cut the grass with the Beast. I just don't see the point. It uses a lot more gas, the Beast does. It's a much bigger engine. This one's 17 horsepower, that one's 22. It just eats the gas. So this one is easier to ride also. It's got a lower center of gravity, is my theory. So it doesn't rock you so bad. It feels like you're gonna fall off the other one all the time. So besides that, got to use the John Deere sometime. I really do. I like riding this thing around. It's just fun. It's like a little race car. Even though it's slower than the Beast, a lot slower actually. But it's still fun to ride. There's a big night crawler. Wow. It surges a little bit, always has, ever since it was new when it starts. But after it warms up for a second, it does fine. So in the middle of cutting grass, someone called and asked me to come pick up a mower. This one's not too bad. It's just a belt change, I think. And I had to tighten the engagement linkage. It said the belt fell off, so they put it back on. And when they put it back on, they couldn't start the engine again. But what had happened was this was kind of off the safety mechanism. So I pushed it down and it re-engaged. So the engagement was real loose. So I tightened that back up. And as a result of being so loose, it just chewed this belt up. It's hard to see now because I washed the machine and I had the belt hooked to it. But there's a really good war spot. So we'll replace the belt. It's supposed to be here in 2 days. I washed it. Pretty simple. Yesterday I thought I was getting another recall or warranty item, whatever you want to call it. Not a recall, but a guarantee. They called me and said, hey, this is a one I did early in March. Riding mower. It was just a service. That's all it was. And said that the blade won't engage. And I thought, oh man, come on, this was just a service. Oil change, check the belts, you know, change the belts or whatever it was. This can't be. So I went over there expecting the belt to have been jammed up on something, or maybe I put it on wrong, and everything was fine. But what it was the electric PTO that engages the mower deck had seized up. I mean, it's just locked up. So fortunately I don't have to pay for that one. That's not my fault. It just happened. So I mean, the part is only it's not out of this world. It's $119. So I ordered that. Now the thing is I didn't bring the mower over here because I wanted to figure out what was wrong with it while I was over there. So I dropped the PTO off while I was over there to find out if it was bad, and it was. So my goal was to get it running so they could start mowing again. But it was more serious than me just going over and fixing a belt. So now the PTO is off. We can't drive the machine, so I'm gonna have to work on it over there. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I would rather be able to do it with my lift. I might take my lift over there. What I've been doing is I back I pulled the truck up and I put the ramps, the loading ramps on the tailgate, and then I just can pull, hey, deer tracks. And then I can just pull the lawnmower up onto the ramps. I might just do that again. That's what I did to get it off. But I will have to reassemble the deck a little bit so I could do that. Anyway, I'm just yapping now. So you saw me, I was mowing down here in the woods. This is our little path. I like to keep it clear just in case we decide to walk it one day. If nothing else, the deer like to walk on it. So thought I'd take you down here. I haven't been down in the woods in a long time with the camera, I don't think. Maybe once, but some people like it. Other people like me just mowing, so it's hard to say what to do with this channel. It's always confusing. My last video on the other channel, I wanted to brag about it a little bit. It's doing really well, better than any of the other videos. Well, I shouldn't say that. When I first started the channel and I told everybody, hey, I started a new channel, everybody went over there to check it out. So that first couple videos did really well. Like how to look up parts. I mean, it's got a few thousand, maybe 5,000, 6,000 views. So that's pretty impressive for, I think that was the second video I put up. But yesterday's video was just how to fix a weed eater, and it's still chugging along. So it's I think this new channel is going to be a huge success, and then I don't have to worry about this channel anymore. Everybody keeps asking me if I'm hunting mushrooms. No, I'm not. We're carnivores now, so I wouldn't know what to do with them. Well, you could sell them. We wouldn't get enough. Not from this small patch of property. But rained pretty good, and this was kind of flowing heavily. But it has stopped. Just a little bit of a dribble now. So I guess that's enough for today's video. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you over to my other channel. And I think there's a brand new video today. Appreciate it if you go check it out. So if I can inspire you to just do your chores so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.